because it's unlike any other in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Off play action, it's Minshew. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Well, certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. He's going to let this go deep for Lee. And that's caught inside the 30. An explosive 38-yard pickup. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw it, Minshew. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. D.D. Westbrook is intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. And it's caught by Herndon.
Let's go, baby.
Set, ready? 18, Gator. Now.
Minshew, 1st and 10. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And he's brought down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll run it now out of the gun. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 77 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll go play action here with Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack. On play action, they'll throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 6 yards to go.
You're set. 50.
Mike 50, huh?
Let's go.
Let's go.
Kill. Shoot a weapon. Line up. Let's go.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that makes the score 14-7. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. The Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with 2nd down and less than a yard. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Here's Minshew. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. Now Leonard Fournette. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. A shotgun give to Fournette. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Minshew sets to throw. Completes it to Lee. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 18. From the gun, here's Watson. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the... He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Going for it all. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags. DJ Chark, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14-all following the interception last time that led to a score. Well, they got it 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Miles Jack with a sack.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Telvin Smith, able to get a hand on it there. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Well, that was a long attempt to begin with, so the fake you might have known was somewhat of a possibility. Credit to the defense, though. They weren't fooled.
You're right, they weren't fooled, and they were in a position of having to play it both ways. Guard for the fake, but you still want to rush the kicker because it was a makeable kick. So they ended up getting the best out of the whole thing. Stuffed the fake, and they take over the ball.
Going deep for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
44's Mike. Check. You must be getting tired.
Throwing again is Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. That's caught inside the 20. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And able to get him down, but he does has reached the 5. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Tavecchio is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 20. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. 76 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Again, it's Fournette, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is Fournette. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. On second down, here's Fournette. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. On second down now, it's Terry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Minshew. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Now they try the right side here. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins. His second touchdown on the season. And the Texans push further out in front. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch. And he loves that. And he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Hey, we got four. We got four down.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run it again with Fournette. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. Out of the gun is Minshew. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. On 4th down, Minshew. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Looking to throw it, Minshew. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. On the draw, this is Fournette. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 28.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Minshew, 1st and 10. Throw complete to Herndon. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Minshew, and he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by J.J. Watt. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd? And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Kenny Stills, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars get a score closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
19.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Ready?
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice in the Major League.